Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Donnelly. We are in the coach's office here on this Sunday afternoon following a big sweep by the Charlotte Rush over Hampton Roads. 2 big wins by the Elite team, 2 big wins by the Premier. It's Sunday, January 21st. Let's look at all the exciting happenings from the guy who knows, the head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite, and that is Trevor Jewell. Trevor, big weekend for the Rush. Let's talk about the Elite team. Had to be very happy coming from behind in both games, winning in overtime. Boy, that shows a lot of resiliency of the Rush Elite guys this weekend.
Yeah, I think it shows our depth. I think it shows the heart and passion our guys have in what they bring to each game. So, we just have to stick to our game plan, and it usually pays off for us. We realize, we're very early on in the season when we steer away from our game plan. That's when we don't play so well. So, kudos to them for battling through, being down and stuff like that, and coming back and winning a game the way they did. I'd like to see it end in regulation and not allow Hampton to get a point. But at the end of the day, it's 2 wins, it's 4 points, and it's very big for us at this point in the season.
Trevor, I don't know what you're doing to Mark Kishko. You told him to shoot more, and he's certainly doing it. Boy, he had a blazing overtime goal. That was real pretty, and he's had another good weekend for us.
Yeah, I think he started the weekend a little slow. I think he wasn't up to his best yesterday. He played a little bit better today, but there's still more in him. And, that goal in overtime doesn't happen without the playmaking by, Miranda and Prestis. So, kudos to them in moving the puck the way they did and putting the puck in the back of the net. But, Yasinski played a good game against us today, and so did the rest of the Hampton team. They bring it every time we play them, and, they're a respected opponent. And I think our guys, I think we were a little gun-shy at first for the first 2 games. But, we finished the way we needed to. Again, like I said, I'd rather have it in regulation. Sure. But, we got the 2 wins, and that's all that matters.
Talk about Josh Hemmer's big overtime goal, too. That was a pretty play, break into the goal, and he finished.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal play in overtime last night. I thought that's a skilled play to make. It's a tough play to make that tight end in the net like that. But he made it work and put it in the net, and our guys are pretty happy about it. But it's an exciting way to end a game like that. So it was really cool to see and really fun to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Trevor, critique your goaltenders. Anthony Keating got the win in overtime, and Jack Rydell today.
Yeah, I thought Keats played very well yesterday. There's some goals he wanted back. Every goal he wants them back every now and then. But he performed well and got the win, and that's all that matters. He's a guy that has been there for us for 2 years now, and he's done a great job. So he's a guy we're going to run with. And then today, Jack stepped in. I know the first goal he wanted back, and then the other ones he didn't have a ton of help on. But he stood in there and won a game for us as well. So that's all I can ask our goalies to do is give us a fighting chance, and that's what they did this weekend.
Julian Miranda's dad was here to watch him from Salt Lake. That might have charged him up. He had a big game today, but except for his 2 goals, you guys are getting balanced scoring from your teams this weekend.
Yeah, the scoring, again, I think it shows our depth, and it shows what we do have as a team here in this room, and we're very proud of what we have. But Miranda stepped up and had a big weekend, and, he's needed that. I think he's been a little bit slow the past couple of weeks, but, he turned it on this weekend, and that's what we need. We need our big guys to play in big games, and that's what Miranda did. So, it's good for him to be able to perform like that in front of his dad. I'm sure a lot of people thought it was Matthew Hedlund up in the stands, but you never know. So, it's good for guys to perform when their family's coming in town like that. So we're very proud of him, and we're very happy that his father got to see that.
Trevor Jewell, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite, joining us post-game on this Sunday afternoon, January 21st. Rush winning a pair of 4-3 overtime wins against Hampton Roads, and very exciting games. Trevor, we talked about the fact that it was going to be knocked on, drag on, and it's exactly what we thought it was going to be, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's always like that every time we play Hampton. We get their best, and we have to rise to the occasion. And I think it took us a little while, 4 periods worth, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and I couldn't be more happy with that group. Going 5-1 against a Hampton team is very good. For a season. That's a good program. It's good coaching, good team, and our guys were very resilient this season, and I think that's something they can hang their hat on, and knocking a team like Hampton out 5 games out of 6. So we're very happy about that.
Couple more final questions for Trevor Jewell. We'll let him go. Trevor, I was very impressed with your D this weekend, too. Ryan Newman making big plays. Kyle Prestis playing solid. Stephen Guadalajara. I think the D is performing very well right now.
Yeah, I think they had a very good weekend. There's some things obviously we need to work on and shore up, and it's just some footwork and some awareness type things. But Guad's had a phenomenal weekend. I think that's what we needed out of him. I think he fell back a little bit and kind of kind of took a step back for about a month or two, but he stepped back in, and he's playing the best hockey of the year right now, and I think it's phenomenal, and that's when we need him, and we need him right now. So very happy with his play. Kyle Preston has been consistent all year. He's a top guy for us, and then Ryan Newman, we knew he was going to be a good player coming in. He's got a ton more to show, and I know for a fact that he's got more in him. I just need to see him move his feet more and do things he does well. When he's moving his feet, he's a phenomenal hockey player, probably one of the best in the organization, but he's a little bit lazy, and we got to make sure that we manage that and get him and push him every day. So, but I'm very proud of the way all our D played. It was a great weekend for them.
Well, we have Potomac coming in. Seems like they were just here, but they're coming back in again this weekend. And again, Trevor, I know that they're at the bottom of the standings, but still everybody's gunning for the Charlotte Rush. And I know we still have some games we'd like to fine-tune and adjust things. So what are some of the things you'll be working on this coming weekend against Potomac?
Obviously, we need to work on tightening things up in the D zone. I think we got to work on boxing out in front of the net. I don't think our D are doing the best job of that right now. But again, Potomac had a tight one with Richmond last night, so they're getting better each week, and we got to make sure we're taking care of business and worrying about what we do best, and that's winning hockey games. So at the end of the day, we got to prepare just like it's Hampton coming in. It's another playoff game, and it's another weekend to get better. It's also another weekend to get 4 points and move towards a regular season championship. So that's what we're focused on, and that's what we got to do.
Trevor, congrats to you, John and John. Great weekend, 2 big wins over Hampton Roads, and definitely let's keep it rolling against Potomac this coming weekend.
I agree. Thank you.
All right, Trevor Jewell, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Elite. After the Rush comes with a couple of really exciting 4-3 overtime wins against Hampton Roads. Well, again, don't forget to visit our Charlotte Rush social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks to Josh Schimmel, our cameraman for Hockey TV, but also doing it today here. Well, I'm Tim Donnelly in the coach's office of the Charlotte Rush on this Sunday afternoon, January 21st, and thanks so much for watching.